Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's your host, Patrick Latu, 209, and we're just going to do a little analysis on Conor McGregor Sparring and how it can relate to the boxing match coming up August 26th, 2017 at the MGM Grand. So we got Conor sparring Cris Heerden, former IBF champion. And we see here in the first couple rounds that McGregor has some pretty nice combos. I could tell. Likes to slip punches, but the first and second round is always a round where your reflexes are there. You haven't been hit to the stomach yet. You haven't been hit to the chin a couple times yet, to where it distorts your thinking. So it'll be interesting to see going on down the stretch how he reacts to those punches, especially from a IBF champion. We see Cris landing some crisp shot, and he's got his hands up pretty well. If you pay attention to the clock in the back, it'll tell you the round and how many minutes are left, counting down. I see some pretty good combos from Conor. I don't see him keeping his hands up though, and that's something that we should pay attention to, because if you can't learn that during sparring, it's not going to come to you during the actual bout. You see his hands still pretty low. He's holding it to his chest instead of to the top of his temple, and I don't know if that's something that he does not know, or it's just a bad habit that he has. But you see that he just got hit 2 times in a row, same exact spot, and I see him trying to use the shoulder roll. Not effective, but he's got his hands down right now. He's got his hands down, walking around, and it's only the third round with 13 seconds left to go. So he's showing signs of being worn already. You see Cris landing a couple of crisp body shots, and he's hit him multiple times now. 4 or 5 good body punches over the top left hand, and you see Conor kind of struggling. Nice counter shot by Conor, but something I want you to pay attention to. If you can see his guard right there, it's above the navel, and that's not going to be there during the boxing match. And you just seen him switch from southpaw to orthodox right now, and with his hands down, now he switches back. Those are good left hand. Couple of pawing shots. I don't think those are shots that are going to land, but he's really got to learn to keep his hands up, especially against a guy like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, you guys have seen him fight. I don't have to, I'm not making none of this up. You guys seen the guy fight, and I want you guys to see how he follows with a hand down, and he crosses his feet. Just some bad basic fundamentals that he either doesn't know about, and it's something that his coach should be telling him about. You see Cris starting to land some vicious body shots. Right hooks to the body, left hooks to the ribs, and you could just see how wide Conor was keeping his shots during the 5th round. You see a body shot there that just hurt him, and that's with that padding there. Let's go on the instant replay and just watch that again. That jab to the body was so hard he had to take a step back, regroup himself. Still got his guard down, and he's really confused right now as to what Cris is going to do. And Cris is starting to pick up the pace now, going to the body. Conor's trying to make a couple excuses just to get some time, but you can see with the mouthpiece out, he is pretty gassed and winded. and this is just about the 5th, 6th round. Hands are down, and he is not pushing any punches, and he keeps his hands down, and that's because he's trying to get some oxygen into his lungs. And while he's trying to think about breathing, he can't think about throwing those punches. It seems to me that he can't walk and chew gum at the same time. And now Cris is going to take advantage of that, because his guard is too far away from his body to block, and it's too far low from his chin to deflect any of the punches. Just fundamentally wrong in all sorts of the matter. This is somewhere where his coach should be yelling. See, it's the 6th round right now, and this is probably the last round they're going to spar. But you see Conor getting hit multiple times now, and if this was a boxing match, it would probably be stopped here if he was hit a couple more times. Let's see what he tries to do, if he can pick it up. See some combos that are not landing, and that's due to the fact that he's too tired, and the reflexes that he had in the 1st and 2nd round has been taken away with the body shots through the past 4 or 5 rounds. You see him, he's really trying to muster up some energy to throw some combos, but Cris is starting to show off now. He knows he's got Conor. We just got some historical comparisons. I posted this before. This is with Victor Ortiz, Zab Judah, Chambe Mitchell, and DeMarcus Corley. Ortiz and Judah, real tough fights, but you can see the average that Mayweather's able to bring them down. That's more than a 10% drop from the welterweight average across the board. While Mayweather's able to land a significant amount. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the Victor Ortiz fight, because I believe not only does Victor Ortiz fight as a southpaw like Conor McGregor, but they have almost the same, I would say, boxing, let's say boxing level of intelligence. The only difference is Ortiz has been boxing for a very long time, so he's been 12 rounds multiple times. However, you can see from the percentages that not only Mayweather was able to make him drop in punch output, but also get him tired by keeping the pressure on him. So we're going to go back and we're going to see this fight. Now, we see the difference here with Ortiz and Conor is Ortiz does not cross his feet, and he keeps his guards up. Now, even with his guard up to his temple, Mayweather is still able to land some effective shots because Mayweather is able to keep the pressure on him. He's able to keep Ortiz on his back foot, and while Ortiz is on his back foot, Ortiz cannot fight back. Ortiz is a fighter that has to be moving forward to throw his punches, and that's his game. He's got to be moving forward. So you see Mayweather getting him to move forward, and when Ortiz comes in, Mayweather either slides out the back door or meets him in the middle and tries to catch him with a counter shot, which is real effective because it throws off the timing. Ortiz needs that space to hit you with, and you see Mayweather here just smothering the punches. And these are the same shots that we saw Conor just throw. And we can see Ortiz is putting a good fight, but you could tell by his right eye it's starting to close because of Mayweather's jabs being so effective, and it's getting pretty frustrating for Ortiz right now. You see him using his head right there. It's almost like a headbutt. But you see the young fighter getting frustrated, and to me he looks tired already. He's already broken down. You can tell by the guard that's around his navel right there, just about at the belly button. It's significantly lower than where McGregor's is. So those body shots, the first 4 rounds really has gotten to Ortiz. You see Ortiz trying to catch his breath right now. He's trying to move around the ring, trying to breathe in. Same thing we saw Conor do. When we see the veteran Mayweather keep the pressure on him, keep the jab on him, hit him with the right hand when he feels the jab is coming, and it really just changes up the timing. And this is where we see Ortiz really just be frustrated because the punches aren't landed. He's getting tired, and he doesn't know the answer. So you see him trying to apologize. He really feels bad about it. Just the way the boxing is. You gotta be really smart in there. If you don't have a jab against the shoulder roll, the fight's pretty much slipping away from you, no matter what you do. And you see there that he did something that Conor, we highlighted, just walking around with your hands down, and just like that it's over. You can't walk around with your hands down. You have to keep them up. That's the rules. You got to protect yourself at all times. And right about now he's confused, and he doesn't know why he got hit, and he doesn't realize that he was walking around with his hands down. That is the same walk we just saw Conor McGregor do in sparring against a okay fighter, a okay boxer. With an okay boxer, it's alright to do that. With a champion like Floyd Mayweather, you gotta really be at your guard. And here's the type of training we're getting from McGregor right here. Yeah, look at the placement of his guard. You can see his chin is up, exposed to that right hand. I want you guys to know that once Floyd rolls that shoulder and returns that counter right hand, if your chin is anywhere near what Conor is right now, you're going to sleep. And that's about it. So leave a comment.